You're costing me my weight loss surgery and you're ruining everything!
No.
Damn it, Christian, stop!
That's a good question. Whew. What's going on, TR Fit fam? You know what time it is. Charlie Todd in the building. Switching up a little bit today. I'm going to review 2 videos from my 600-pound life. Let's just get into it.
Since seeing Dr. Now, I've been hitting my diet and exercise hard. I've started working out at a nearby gym, and it's the first time I've done anything like this. And normally, I wouldn't have even considered it because of my anxiety. But my mom found me a gym nearby that has a more private room to work out. And I've really started to enjoy that time. The first few times were really hard, but now I feel like I'm able to do more and I'm making progress. And when people come in, as long as it's not too many, I can handle it.
I do want to pause right there real quick. One thing about people when they're first getting started, the biggest hurdle is usually just one, getting up and going, which like I said, I commend them for sure from just doing that. But 2 is the thought that people around them are going to be watching them and paying attention to what they're doing and focus on them, especially when you're insecure about working out in general. It's very tough, that initial start. So like I said, that's a very, not to get too in depth or take too much time out of the video because I do want to watch the whole video. But little story on me, I broke my leg and I used to be very strong. In doing that, when I got back from the injury, I was always looking over my shoulder to see who was looking at me. And it was just like in my back of my head, they're paying attention to me. When in reality, they weren't. You just got to go. No one's paying attention. And if they are, that's on them. Just keep it moving. But let's get to it.
Taking that trip to Houston helped me get a little more used to being in public, because I didn't really have a choice then. And I got to see how much I could handle. Because I've always just avoided going out as much as possible. And if I had to, I made it quick. But I'm trying to work on that fear and anxiety of being out, because I know I'm gonna have to do it more. Especially for my next trip to Houston, because my mom isn't gonna be able to make it. She's traveling for a few weeks, but I don't wanna miss my appointment. So I plan to make the trip on my own, no matter what it takes. And if I get approved for weight loss surgery, my mom is even gonna put her whole life on hold to move down to Houston with me. And I'm thankful and excited about that possibility.
When I run out of groceries at the house, there's only really one place I can go to get something that's decent. So I'm on my way there now to just get some grilled chicken.
How much can I get for you today?
Can I get 2 12 counts of the grilled nuggets?
Never a fan, especially when you're trying to lose weight, of fast food, any type of takeout, anything of that nature. The rule that I usually have, and what I tell gym members, is if you don't cook it, don't eat it, especially through the week. You don't cook it, don't eat it. But with that said, at least going to a fast food restaurant, he's at least making healthier options, healthier decisions, at least being conscious of what he's eating and what he put in his body. So that's still a plus in my book.
Just the entree and a large ice water.
Sure thing. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Here you go, sir.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
It feels like I've revamped my whole life from the ground up. And instead of just eating all day, I'm sticking to eating only 3 times a day with food that's on Dr. Now's diet plan. So that's a huge change for me.
Hey, Finn. Hey, buddy.
I just have to keep working hard and make sure I hit my goal before I see Dr. Now again. I have a little over a month before that, and I don't plan to let up even for a moment until then. I'm sticking to the diet and pushing myself to work as hard as I can, so that when I go back down and step on that scale, I know that no matter what that number is, I did everything I could to get where I need. I just really hope it's enough.
It's one thing before we keep on, I'm gonna keep the video going. Find a plan, stick to the plan, and just keep pushing through even when it gets hard, even if you have a little hurdle and you slip up. Fall back to it, stick to it. Do something that helps you hold yourself accountable. For myself, for example, I used to have a rule. If I cheated, had a cheat meal on the day that I wasn't supposed to have a cheat meal, I would run a mile. And if I did it again, 2 miles in addition. So another mile on top of that. And then again, so on and so forth. After a while, if you're really holding yourself accountable and actually following that system, you're gonna be like, all right, I'm not gonna keep running. I'm not doing this over and over again. So that's another formal way to hold yourself accountable. So accountability is the key. When it comes to this, let's continue. 3 months later.
I'm currently back in Houston and on my way to see Dr. Now for my follow-up appointment. And I'm really nervous because a lot is riding on today. The past 2 months have been really hard. But knowing how important this is, I've worked as hard as I could to stick with it. And I know I've made progress because of how much easier it is to get around. I just need it to be enough.
Justin McSwain?
When I was here last, I was up to 687. And Dr. Now told me I had to lose at least 100 pounds over the past 2 months. That means if I hit my goal, I'll be down to 587 today, which I'm really hoping I did.
595.
All right.
You can see the smile on his face. It shows that proud of. I'm telling him that's a proud moment to be proud of yourself to accomplish something. But really understand something too. 2 months, 100 pounds in 2 months. It sounds like a lot of weight, but when you're a certain weight, all you got to do is get up and move, and you'll be losing. If you're trying to lose weight, you have to burn more than you consume. Trying to gain, you got to eat more than you burn. So it's kind of really that simple. And when you're a certain weight and obese and that extreme to that weight, 600 pounds, it should be shredding off of you just from moving, constantly moving. It should be dropping like water. It should be flying off of your body. So with that said, this was tough, but at the same time, this would be the equivalence of pretty much someone who was a little overweight losing 20 pounds in that same time frame. So people get so stuck on a number that they lose focus on the end goal which is to get you to your dream. Like that, 100 pounds in his eyes is a small scale. Would be like 5 pounds for me, because after a while you're just moving. You should be burning calories like crazy. But obviously he put a plan together, had a plan, went to the gym, stayed consistent, and it worked out for him.
That's amazing. I know I'm not quite to the goal Dr. Now gave me, but this is a lot of weight loss, and I'm hoping it shows Dr. Now I'm ready for surgery and he approves me today.
Hi, Justin. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm great, especially seeing your weight loss. You lost 92 pounds in 2 months. Not quite 100, but that's close enough. So I'm approving you for weight loss surgery, okay?
All right.
All right.
Awesome.
But
Like I said, that's crazy. That's what's up. That's a big plus. I'm gonna switch over to the next video. Obviously very positive that he was able to accomplish that goal. Didn't quite hit his goal, but close enough. Let's move on.
Christian and I are headed to see Dr. Now at his clinic. After struggling with the diet some, my plan was to try and work really hard for a few weeks to lose as much as I could. But it hasn't gone exactly as I hoped. It's just been a lot harder. Me and Christian have been fighting a lot. He's not happy here, and I don't understand why he can't focus on why we're doing this and support me like I need right now.
Notice already in the two comparison, a man I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, but him earlier, his support system was already a distance away. Like it was already a struggle for him to even rely on his support system. But at the same time, he never put it on his mom, who was his support system. And already I can see that she's put a little bit too much blame on Christian already as we even get started. But let's keep it going.
But he finally told me the truth. He never thought I would make it this far and we'd have to be down here for a year. So he wants to move back, and I feel devastated because it's like he doesn't even care that this is my last chance. So when Dr. Now called to check on me, I told him we'd been struggling and I've had a hard time with the diet. So he said he needed to check my weight now, but I'm so scared about getting on the scale and that I might have messed everything up.
Maya Radonovich?
At my last doctor's visit, I lost 93 pounds in 2 months to get down to 596.
See, that goes right back to the same thing. She lost a lot of weight in a short time, very short time frame. Now that's no different than I'll use myself. That's no different than me doing what I got to do and staying strict for a solid month and losing maybe 5 to 10 pounds. I'm 200 pounds, around 200 pounds. And that's no different than me staying strict and losing maybe 10 pounds or so, because it takes a lot more for someone like myself who's already got a spot where it's kind of, I live a very healthy lifestyle, move a lot, run a lot. For me to burn calories and to get that difference is for her, it's not the same. Wasn't that active, wasn't moving a lot, probably was in the bed a lot. Losing 90 pounds in 2 months, it should happen, because at a point now, there will be a point if she gets down to closer to that 300, 200 mark, where that slows down drastically because she's starting to get to a point where it's a lot more active, moving a lot more, doing a lot more, experiencing a lot more, so on and so forth. You kind of get where I'm going. So that whole being able to drop like that, drop like water, will slow down a lot. Just keep it going.
And when Dr. Now approved me for surgery, he just told me that I needed to keep making good progress, but he didn't give me a goal. So I really hope I've done that. But I am so scared to find out.
Before they moved there, one thing she just said is he didn't give me a goal. And I'm guessing, just by the music and how things are going, she didn't hit or get enough progress or go as far as she should have. But for the fact that she said, he didn't give me a goal and I didn't hit it, it shows that like her motivation wasn't, or she wasn't as motivated when she did the 90 pounds down to now, just for the simple fact that like the way she's kind of wording it. And it's always important, I guess my point is, it's always important to have a goal set in mind. Whether how big or how small that goal is, you kind of want to make sure you're moving in the right direction. If you have goals like this, any goal, really, whether it be strength, whether it be speed, whether it be anything, especially with weight loss, you need to have short goals that you focus on and reel in on until that mission is accomplished. Having goals in place always makes it 10 times easier to stay consistent because you have something that you're following along, tracking, thinking in the back of your head, I need to do this, I need to do this. As it shows, she had 90 something or 100 pounds in mind and she accomplished it the first time.
At least it's a loss, but it's not anywhere near what I was doing. So I don't know if this is going to be enough for Dr. Now or not. But despite all I'm going through and the stress of everything, I've still made some progress. So I feel like this should be enough to show Dr. Now that I'm ready to get surgery.
Hello.
Hello.
How you all doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. But Maya, you were concerned you weren't doing so well and that your weight loss might have slipped because of how you have been struggling. And that looks to be exactly the case. You're down to 587 today. So in 1 month, you only lost 9 pounds. Mm-hmm. So you have gone right back to your old ways. So what happened?
It's just been a really hard time. Christian and I have been fighting a lot, and getting down here, driving, was just really stressful. But I've been trying to eat as healthy as I can.
Well, I understand things are hard, but if you use that as an excuse to overeat, then you're never going to lose weight because life gets hard. So as sympathetic as I am to that, it's still no excuse. So at this time, I'm canceling your weight loss surgery.
Well, think about that. There literally is no excuse for not eating a certain way. Can't blame anybody else, I guess, where I'm going. You've got to blame yourself for every single thing. The fact that she brought anybody else's name in the conversation when it came down to what she was eating just shows like where her mindset was. And that kind of goes back to not having a goal in mind. Like I said, she lost 9 pounds. So that shows that she kind of did a little better and ate a little better. So I'm sure she's telling the truth that she was trying to make the best options when it came down to eating. But there's a big difference because she had another 100 pounds to lose with no problem. And it probably should have dropped off just as fast, if not faster, than the first 100 pounds. But without a goal set, without anything in mind, without, obviously they're arguing their accountability. And I'm guessing Christian just like her, the size she is and likes her the way she is, but it's more so the health side of things. Like she's in a position where she's adding or decreasing years to her life because of her size and because of the way she's not mobile. Comes with heart issues. I'm sure I don't got to go over all of that. What comes with being obese. But I'm guessing that he likes the way she is. He likes that her having to depend on him in that way. So I could see that easily being a crutch. But at the same time, her goal clearly is to get the surgery. And for him to just allow the surgery to go on, her going right back to her old eating habits will put her in a dangerous situation where she probably can do more damage than good after getting that surgery. And it could put her right back to where it is. And that kind of falls back on any type of surgery. When you think about it, people think that getting, like I said, I got nothing against BBLs, I got nothing against any types of surgery, but people think this surgery is going to be the answer for my problems. So in reality is, like, you still got to find healthy eating habits, healthy habits across the board regardless. So if you're not doing that, you're putting yourself in a bad situation. You're putting yourself in a situation where you're going to like waste your money when it's all said and done, waste your time, waste your money, and probably put yourself in a position where you're going to have to question your health in the long run. So,
But if you
finish
want to
watching a
show
little bit
me
more.
that you're not going to make any more excuses and you're ready to work hard again, then I want you to lose 50 pounds over the next month.
Okay.
If you do that, I'll approve you again and we will move ahead. But at this point, with how you're justifying your lack of progress, you're no longer in a good place to do that. Got it? You're going to keep working to change that?
Yes.
I hope so. And I hope you're getting all the support you need from Christian. How about it? Are you there for her, Christian?
He's here.
I'd rather hear from him.
Christian done.
You don't
Christian
want to answer
done.
my question.
Christian hot. Yo, I'm 100% sure that Christian just likes her the way she is and wants to keep it moving. Because the fact that he's still there, it's not. He has no problem with her weight. Like I said, this is a tough situation. I'm not laughing at the situation, but it's kind of funny that he's out of it. He's out of it, and we think, looking outside in, you would think it would be because like he's upset with her through this whole process. It seems like he upset more so that she's even wants to do the surgery. Like that's just my thought.
All right, it looked like you both have a lot to figure out if you're going to get back on track, Maya. And I suggest you two take this far more seriously because you are at the crossroads, and how you handle it all right now will determine the course of the rest of your life. Any questions? All right, I hope to see you both in a month. And 50 pounds lighter, Maya.
Okay.
If you need anything before then, let me know.
Thank you.
All right. I'm very disappointed that Maya fell back into her old habits and that she's back to using food to cope with her emotions so quickly and after doing so well. It's clear she's struggling with a number of things right now, but I think the issues between her and Christian are what's affecting her the most. He's clearly not very engaged and seems to have no desire to be here with her right now, so the relationship is extremely strained. But as hard as that may be for her, Maya is going to have to make a choice. Whether she's going to do what she needs to continue moving forward, no matter what happens in her life, and how she chooses to respond will determine how she comes out on the other end of this.
I have to lose more weight now. And now I have a whole nother month of I have to do. This is your fault. Oh, you haven't lost that much. Yeah. Because of the stress of you treating me like this. I'm about to melt down. Doctor Now asked you a simple question.
I've answered questions in the past. I could take a day off.
I hate you for doing this to me, Christian. Why can't you just answer the questions?
Oh, you're costing me my weight loss surgery and you're ruining everything!
No.
Damn it, Christian, stop.
That's a good question.
I'll answer questions on another day, but I just
No.
I have the right to
No, you do not have the right when it comes to my life. Mom, Christian everything up at the doctor's office.
Yeah, I'd rolled on that. I'm right with you, Chris. But all right, let's come to an end. But one couple things, not his fault. He could be a crutch. He could be whatever he wants to be. He could be a terrible support system. Still not his fault. You still pick up the fork. You still have the option to get up, walk, get out the house, do something, keep it moving. If it's your goals, you cannot rely on anybody else to help you with your goals but yourself. So, with that said, she can point the finger at him all she wants, and like I said, he probably is. He probably is a bit of a crutch. Him arguing should, in this case, should motivate her to go run and go move and go get busy. But it obviously made her do the opposite, pick up a fork. But at the same time, like I said, this all reels back to if you got goals, you have to set them, get them done, regardless of what your circumstance, regardless of what your situation is. You got to get it done for yourself, make it happen. One did, one is struggling, and it's apparent what the outcomes are on both. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed. I'll leave a link to the original videos in the description below. Also, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all know anybody who had to deal with gaining or losing weight and and struggled with it in the past and can relate to their stories, share your stories. Just leave comments, whatever you got to do. Other than that, y'all know what it is. See y'all next time.